Hello, my name is Yang Li. I'm the AP teacher here. And today for this lesson, I would like to show you how to do this check questions, okay? This question is similar like the previous example, and you may watch the video, you may try it already. But here, I'm going to show you how to work on this one. Now, first thing first, this question actually is easier than the previous one because they give you what directly with the production, the profit function already. Previous example, they ask you to find the profit function through the revenue minus the cost, right? But this one, they just say they charge you S dollars per scone. And then your profit will be this. So S is the price for each scone, right? And then they ask you to do this here. There's a coffee shop currently charge this much per scone. They ask you to find this. What does this mean? It means the rate of change of the profit when the price is this much. So you need to find out at this price, the change of the price will be what? Positive means what? Increase the price, your profit is still increasing. But if you got a profit at that time, this one, the profit is negative, the derivative of the profit is negative, that's the time what? You got to be reduce the price. Otherwise, your profit got to be smaller, okay? And then decide whether or not the coffee shop should consider raising or lowering the price on scones, all right? So let's do this one now first. First, we'll try to find this one. Based on the definition equation 3.5 about derivatives, we can get derivative of 3.25, right? Equals what? This one equals to limits. Remember that? The S will be approached to what? 3.23. And then the PS, right? Minus the P 3.23. Okay? And then divided by what? X minus 3.23. This is the definition of derivative of the function at that point, right? And then you can go like this, you can break it down, go inside here, you can go by limits, right? As approach to 3.23. PS, this one equals this, you put it here. So that's negative 20 S squared minus 150 S, this is S, times S, this is S, okay? Don't be confused. And then minus 10. But you're gonna minus this now here. How do you find this one? You simply plug in here by 3.23, right? So you're gonna have what? This one squared times by negative 20, okay? And the plus 150 times by 3.23, right? Oh, 25, my bad here. My bad. This is 5, 25. So this is 25. So this is 25, because it should be right at 25, okay? This one will be 325. 325, okay? And then this one should be 325. Okay, like this. So PS will be this one and the minus the P325. When you do 325, you just use negative 20 times by 325 squared plus 150 times by 325 and a minus 10, okay? So you can use graphing calculator to do this now, okay? I'm using the TI-84. I can do it, you can do it also. So you key in like this, negative 20 times by 3.25 squared and the plus 150 times by 3.25 and the minus 10, you will get this price is this 266.25, right? And then divided by X, oh, this is S actually. So this one should be letter S, okay? So make sure match with the question. So this is S. This is the S minus 3.25 like this, right? And then you can simplify a little bit more. So you got this one and you got like a negative, you can get use the calculator negative 10 minus the 266.25. So you will get this part should be negative minus, okay, this part I just simplify easier. Okay, I make this one here as, so when you do the subtraction, you can get the negative 276.25. All right, we got this now. When you got this one, you have to solve it, right? But you cannot plug in 3.25 into here because the denominator will be 0. That's kind of crazy. That's what I showed you from the previous question. Remember that? What we're going to do is this now. I'm doing this part first, okay? I'm going to factor negative 20 out. Negative 20 out first, okay? Negative 20 out, you have what? S squared. No problem, right? This is negative, so this is positive here. This one negative out already. So you got to use the 150, simply divided by 20, you get 7.5. So minus 7, add by 7.5 S, okay? This is S, like this. And then this negative also out, so you get a plus again. So you're gonna use what? Same thing, eh? How do you get this one? You gotta use this one, divided, we do this one, 276.25 divided by 20. You can get this number. So 276.25 divided by 20, you will get what? 13.8125. A little bit complicated number, right? And then you divide it by S minus 3.25. Be careful here. You can double check. You go this one times this one, that will be what? Oh, here, this is, wait a minute, they copied it wrong. So this is plus right here. Okay. So if this is the plus here, here must be what? The minus here. Okay. Because this is a plus, originally here this is a plus. And if you like, you know, factor this one out, right? You got this is minus. And then this one, no problem, minus 10 and the minus P 3.25. Totally got this one, that's no problem. Okay, this is the same. So we just change the sign here right now. So here, when you do the factoring, you may feel confused that this one, when we're going to do the factoring for this one right now. We can go S times S, no problem. And this one here, they should have one of them is a 3.25. So that's why I put here negative 3.25. So because this one time this number here should be this. So I'm simply use 13.8125. I'm not rounding off, and then we divide it by negative 3.25. So I will get this one should be, the number here is, this one will be negative 4.25. Okay. Now you can see, you can check. S times S, S squared, no problem. And this one times this one, you can do negative 3.25 times by negative 4.25. You will get what? 13.8125, exactly this number, okay? So this whole thing, I can write it down like a -20. So I can write it as factor form, as minus, oh, the reason is here, this one times this one is s squared, this one times this one, when you cross multiply and add together. So when you cross multiply and add together, you will get this one here. You will get -4.25s and the minus add by negative 3.25s like this. So 4.25 negative add by negative 3.25, you can get what, negative 7.5, exactly in the middle one. So I knew this one would be the good pattern now. If you have this is good pattern, you can put it here as minus 3.25 and as minus 4.25 like this. And then we divide it by as minus 3.25 like this. We cancel. And then don't forget you have what, limits as approach to 3.25. We should have a factor of s minus 3.25 to cancel the denominator, to make it what, removable, okay? So when you got this one, you simply plug in this one by 3.25 now, right? So this one minus this one is -1. 3.25 minus 4.25 is -1. -1 times -20 is a positive 20. So we find out this one, 3.25 here, equals 20. What's that mean? Means you increasing, this one is greater than 0, still greater than 0. Means what? Means you still have room to increase in the price. Because right now, the price here is 3.25. And your profit here is positive. We found it already. We found this one already equals what? Like 266.25. So you already have profit there already. And if you increase in the price, because the derivative here at this point is positive, that means what? You can decide the coffee shop should what, consider rising the price, because the derivative is still positive. Means if you sketch the graph, it will be like this. Generous graph will be like this one here, like this one. This is the S price, and this is the profit. And for example, you have this one is a 3.25, and then the price right now is the profit. It will be 266.25, right? This dollar. This is in dollar, okay? The dollar. And then you have this point here right now. But the graph is this. This time, this parabola, we know this is parabola open down because this is negative. Square term coefficient negative is open down. So this one is continue go up like this. So that means this graph is at the portion of rising. What does that mean? The slope of tangent line is positive 20 here. This is slope of tangent. So that means what? You still have room to increase in the price to here, so you can get more profit. You go to here, maybe this is the maximum. And later on, go to here, you cannot increase the price anymore, right? Because this side is like going down, right? So because for the business, they want the biggest profit. So you gotta find out exactly, you can help the coffee shop store make the decision. So right now the decision is what? Rising the price is good. All right. Okay, this is a very interesting question. So by today, we finished this chapter 1, unit the one lesson. lesson 1. We finish everything. And I would like you to practice more. I explained each of the individual concepts and also each of the examples and check questions. So generally you understand all the materials already, but just remember that math, because I have more than 30 years of teaching AP Calculus, I knew that for any math, you should practice. So that's why we have so many exercises here for you to practice on, okay? And this is a good chance for you to practice. Practice make you perfect. And if you have any questions, you may email me and I can help you from there, okay? And also, because the odd numbers and even numbers, the odd numbers, they put like question for answer key for you already. So you can do it and check by yourself. And then, so make sure you understand the concept. And the even numbers, generally the similar question with the odd numbers, and they just let you have more practice on, okay? So this way you can finish all those questions here. Have a fun for this. And next video, we are going to cover 3.2 now, all right? So if you have any questions, please let me know, okay? Thank you, bye-bye.